Pierce. Alright, so Star Wars Force Awakens officially been released in LA, and people are starting to talk about it. So, here are my top 3 spoiler comments from celebrities on Star Wars Force Awakens. Alright, our first comment comes from Rainn Wilson. He said that the film was epic, awesome, and perfect. The cast was stellar, and JJ killed it. So, as many of you know, Rainn Wilson, he plays Dwight Schrute in the hit TV show The Office. And I actually really like this guy. He's a great actor, a great person, and he apparently is a huge fan of Star Wars. So, this was his official opinion on The Force Awakens, and I actually really like that he was able to go to that, see it, and give a first look into what he thought was an epic movie. Alright, our second review comes from Rob Lowe, who states, "There's a new hero in town in a movie that delivers. Cried like a baby, whooped like a teen." So yeah, again, Rob Lowe was saying that, and he's a great actor, great guy, and if he loves Star Wars, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a pretty good movie. So, that's just my opinion. I don't know, I haven't seen it yet, but, I'm getting a lot of good reviews here, so I tend to think that, maybe there is something to this movie that, people are really liking. Then again, maybe it's just the hype, and maybe it won't be so good, I don't know. Speaking of not so good, here is our third review, and this one comes from Piers Morgan. That's right, Piers Morgan, once again, being negative. And this is what he had to say about the review. "Everyone seems to agree with me. Star Wars is overhyped, incomprehensible gibberish featuring ludicrous characters and even dumber plots." Pierce. Why would I ever think that you would ever say anything positive about anything and listen to you? Honestly. So, yeah, this doesn't really come as a shock to me that Piers Morgan actually said this about Star Wars. I personally, I won't take it as anything serious, to be honest. I'm sure Star Wars is probably a pretty good movie. I've heard results are 9 out of 10 so far, as like polls and things. So, yeah. Again, that's just Pierce's personality. He's always very negative, and I also don't like Piers because, as you guys know, I'm also a big Lindsay Sterling fan, and he told her that she sounded like a bunch of rats being strangled. So yeah, you can understand my disdain for Piers Morgan. However, this is a real, honest review from him, and so I am putting it in here in the top 3. Alright, so there are your top 3 spoiler comments for The Force Awakens, and I just want to give my personal opinion of what I have hopes for in The Force Awakens and talk about Star Wars just in general. So, I'm a big fan of Star Wars. I mean, I'm when it comes to movies, I'm kind of hard on movies. I'm very strict about it. So, if I actually say I like a movie, I mean, I really, really like it. So, I'm sure it'll be a great movie. I don't anticipate it'll be maybe the best movie I've ever seen, but I'm sure it'll be pretty good. I'm really, looking forward to seeing all the old characters again, Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill, and all the others together again. I think that's really cool. I think the concept's amazing. I hope there's going to be some plots, twists, turns, things like that in the plot that will, shock me. I know that's kind of a Star Wars thing, They do that, there's Darth Vader and him being Luke's father. There's Senator Palpatine becoming the Sith Lord. There's Jar Jar Binks becoming a central character role. Yeah. Anyway, I look forward to it. I think it's going to be a great movie, and I've always liked the Star Wars, trilogies. And the old ones are my favorite. The first three, they're okay, but they're not the best. I mean, I think we can all agree on that, especially since there's Jar Jar Binks there. Speaking of Jar Jar, I always thought he would make a great Disney character. And then, of course, Star Wars is now owned by Disney. Well played, George Lucas. Alright guys, it's that time again. Tell me in the comments below if you've seen Force Awakens, what you thought about it. And if you haven't seen Force Awakens yet, tell me what you're anticipating about it and what you're looking forward to. I want to know. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I will talk to you next vlog.